Are you unhappy with life? Do you wake up every morning and go to bed every evening feeling that life is not worth living and you're rather depressed? Well then maybe, just maybe, you're watching too much news. Let's talk about it. Hi guys, JNewtz here, welcome back to the channel. Now before I get started, do me a favour, do yourself a favour, click subscribe and ring that grey notification bell so that you know every single time that I drop videos. Now, let's get into this. In this day and age, we are flooded with news. There's the morning news, the evening news, the nightly news, news for the sake of news, and news that isn't really news, but we've rebranded it to make you think that it actually is news. Hello and welcome to the Nightly News, a program where we pretend that other people's problems are somehow your problems and that you have to take them into your heart and think about them all the time. I know people who wake up and the first thing that they do is watch the news. And then after watching that news, they watch the news afterwards. They watch the midday news, the afternoon news, the evening news, the nightly news, and then they watch all the current affairs programs. A current affair, questions and answers, what happened in Parliament, what people's opinions are on everything, day by day, week by week. And these people are often the most miserable people you will ever meet in your life. And do you know why? It's because they watch too much fucking news. Here's an example of two different type of persons. This is going to be such a fantastic day. After work, I'm taking my girlfriend out for a wonderful meal. We're going to go to the movies. It's going to be an incredible day. Yeah, it's bloody disgusting, isn't it? No, the government have got no idea what they're doing. Nah, it makes you sick, doesn't it? Makes you absolutely sick. Oh, beam me up, Scotty. What's the point in anything anymore? I know it's subtle, but did you pick the difference? Of course, person number one is living a very happy, positive life, and person number two has let themselves become very sad and depressed. And what does it to you? The fucking news. In fact, I'm surprised that the mainstream media news even exists anymore, because these days, we don't even need them. Why are they still there? Think about all the things that can replace the mainstream news. The biggest thing, of course, is social media. Facebook. If things happen instantly, people are always on their phones, always doing live broadcasts, always making posts every single second of the day. That news feed is more up to date and more accurate than anything you'll ever see on television. So why do we need the television or radio news anymore? It's obsolete. And people might argue, oh, but there's important things. I mean, you need to know about finance, for example. Yep, there's an application for finance. Okay, well, maybe not finance. Maybe the weather. Yeah, there's an app for weather as well. In fact, it comes standard with your phone and you can even get even more upgraded weather apps. Oh, okay. Well, maybe fire and flood warnings then. There's an app for that as well. But what about things like health? You know, making sure that people are aware of their health. For example, we've come out of a pandemic. It's still going around the world in some cases. What about needing to know what's happening there? Yeah, there's apps for that as well. You can track and trace anything. So as you can see, there's really no need for the mainstream media news anymore. I'm sorry guys, but you are all obsolete. However, credit to you because you have made so many people believe that you actually are necessary and that you are needed. But why? We all know that the news controls us. Look at what happened around the world with panic buying. People buying toilet paper, for example. How fucking stupid was that? What was that brought on by? The fucking news. So here's a legitimate question for you. Are you a happy person? I am. I'm a very happy person. And do you know why I'm a happy person? I don't watch the fucking news. One of the best things I ever did in my life was to not pay attention to the news. I'm quite happy. In fact, I'm really happy. I don't have all the negativity of the world bogging me down. I have my own personal problems, but I don't carry around other people's problems. But a lot of people love watching the news and they wonder why they're so depressed. Unfortunately, if you are like me, somebody who doesn't watch or listen to the news, you will get a lot of people in society berating you for it. You don't watch the news? Oh no, look, you need to be informed. Yeah, you might need to be informed, but you don't need to be inundated. And once again, Facebook? Oh man, did you know that there's a huge explosion in Beirut? Yeah, I saw the video on Facebook about an hour ago. Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, did you know that there's issues at the White House then? Yeah, I did. I read it on Twitter about 20 minutes ago. Well, I bet you didn't know that tomorrow is going to be the hottest day on record ever. Yeah, I did actually. I've got notifications turned on my phone and the application told me there's extreme conditions tomorrow. Why do you know this so late? Oh, well, I've just heard it on the news. The news? That's old news. Listen, bad shit happens and that's just part of life. Great stuff happens and that's also a part of life. Do we need to know all the bad things that happen in life? No, we don't. Do we have to know all the good things that happen in life? No, we don't. What's important is to know what is good and bad in your life. If there's good things in your life, do more of those good things, and if there's bad things, try to resolve them to get them out of your life as quickly as possible, and then get back to the good things. If you are somebody who lives, breathes, talks, sleeps, and everything about the news, you are never going to be a truly happy person. Do yourself a favor, cut the news out of your life. Facebook and social media will tell you everything that you need to know, but you know what? Don't wallow in it. Don't take it on board for yourself, because all you're going to be doing is making yourself feel bad, and you're going to turn into a grumpy, old, negative person, and nobody wants to be that way. And unfortunately, the world is already full of a lot of depressed, sad, boring people that have forgotten how to laugh at life, laugh at themselves. They take life so seriously. I wonder how that happened. I reckon a big cause of that is they are always listening to the news. Here's a tip for you. Go out there and make your own news that you can share with yourself and the ones close and dear to you. Go out there and experience some amazing things. Create some fantastic memories. That is news. You can share that with your friends and family and loved ones. They want to know that. It makes them feel good and uplifted. That is really the only news we need to know about. All the other things, such as weather and so forth, we'll know that. So do yourself a favor. Stop watching the news. Stop listening to the news. Stop talking about the news. Go out there, live your life, and be happy. Well, there you go, that's it. I was trying to make a point here, and I think I waffled on a little bit too far. I went here, went there, and I really think I sort of circumnavigated the entire thing, which was basically the news shouldn't even exist. So Rupert Murdoch, if you're watching this video, go fuck yourself, the world doesn't need you. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and ring that great notification bell so that you know every single time I drop one of these videos. Remember, 2021 is now fast approaching, which means Comedy Festival time! So check out our website and also our Facebook page so that you know when we are doing our shows. You do not want to miss them. It's going to be absolutely epic. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves, be happy, and stop watching the fucking news! You don't watch the news? Oh, look at me, Mr. I'm so smug and I know everything. You need to know what's going on around the world, you know. Otherwise, how are you going to live your life properly? How are you going to do it? God, people are so fucking boring.